Welcome back to the Cowboy and Timberline Junction Railroad. This is what you're seeing up on the wall there is I don't know what you call it, a sign, I guess. It's made out of steel. And my wife had that made for me, so she really surprised me. That was the main train thing I got this Christmas. But the other thing I got accomplished was we finally got the standard gauge track all laid all the way around to both return loops. As you can see here, the two return loops, and we'll run some trains here in just a minute and show you how that works. I think I'm going to automate the turnouts at each end. I found some stuff that will automate the turnout so that there won't have to be somebody here to switch it every time the train goes through. One of the next things I'm going to do is get the fascia board installed on this bottom part. It won't be all of it, but it'll be most of it on this bottom side, so I can start getting my U5s put in for the throttle locations. The other thing I wanted to show you on this video was the wiring for the lift up. It's working really well. The trains run across very smoothly. But I showed you this shot before of the tortoises wired up in here, but here are the main lines coming out. The white wire is the bus, and then here are the switch motor wires, so that I can put the toggles over on the main part of the layout and they won't be on the lift up. I just took some old fuel tubing I had from RC planes and ran the cables through those, and then they will come out and be wired in over here on this side of the layout. Here's an instance of how I wired. I came into these little terminal strips. Just brought some suitcase connectors up off the main bus. All of the drop feeders are 20 gauge solid strand wire, and they seem to work really well. The main bus is 14 gauge. Another thing I thought everybody might like to see is this little cart that I made. Being I'm 6'2" and 62 at the same time. I needed something to get under the table or under the bench work for an extended period of time without being right down on the floor. This is slightly easier to get up off of than the floor, but I just cobbled together with some scrap wood I had, and then I had this foam packing, and works really, really well. Just a slight incline. But I can get up under there and work on the tortoises and other wiring and stuff that I need to do underneath. And of course there'll be more of that down the road. So this is going to come in really handy for that. I would be able to slide, as you can see, I'd be able to get in right here under the return loop area and be able to get to anything I need to underneath there. That I'll have this all done where I'll have a little headroom right there in the center. There won't be a lot of track right in the middle of this, so this has really helped with putting things together. I also have in here, I keep a little stool set down low where I can work at the edge of the table without having to stoop down, and it makes it much easier on my knees and my back. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that too right quick. And I suppose since he's here for the holidays, I should introduce my son TJ.
Hello.
He's the Timberline Junction part of Cowboy Valley and Timberline. We came up with the name from our initials. The power supply over here is, this is what I'll be using, but I'm going to make a little cart to put it on that'll roll underneath the layout, so I can pull it out from underneath the loops section and get under there a lot easier if I need to. I just got to build the little cart for it. This is just a temporary setup right here. But anyway, let's get on and we'll turn this on here. and we'll run some trains, or run a train, I should say. Got these consisted together, and they're running pretty well. I've got the Athearn and Roundhouse passenger cars, some of them that I've got on here. What I have found out about those particular passenger cars that I wasn't real crazy about are the couplers. They've got McHenry couplers on them, and they look nice, but they don't hold real well. I think KD couplers would hold much better. Sorry about the light. This is just lights for working in here, and not really for filming, but until I get the layout lighting up, which will require the second deck to get started, which will be happening fairly quickly. I won't have that LED lighting up. The AR1s work very well on the reversing sections. Most of this return loops, both of them, both the top side and the bottom side, will be covered with access from the middle. And she negotiates this one climb here. This is the steepest climb on the standard gauge. I'm guessing it's probably, I was able to make it a little better. I think it's probably close to 4%. Might be a little bit more than that, but as you can see, it has no problem pulling it up the grade, especially with two powered locos. Very smooth over the bridge. Okay, TJ, go ahead and turn it off. Alrighty, well, another thing I wanted to show you was a kit I got from England. This is from Kirkwood Hills Models. It's a guy over in England, makes a beautiful roundhouses in HO and O scale. Also in the narrow gauge for both of those. This is going to be a narrow gauge round table, turntable. I don't have it all painted yet. I just got the ballast in. I got the rock around the side. That's from Cooch Enterprises. You could do concrete look if you wanted. Then it also doesn't have the railings and stuff on the deck. It doesn't have the rail on the deck, and it's not painted, but it's a very, very nice kit, easy to put together. Cost was, if I remember right, seemed like it was about $80, which is not bad when you consider the Walthers turntables are much, much more than that. He is out, if you go to his website, he's out quite a ways on manufacturing these. He also does O-scale structures, all laser cut and built by him personally. So or made by him personally. So he takes orders and then fulfills them, and then we'll take another batch later on. But anyway, this is where we are. Sorry about the light here, it's not very good. I don't know if I can get this other side. But anyway, I just wanted to show everybody what I've gotten done so far. I'll be starting on the narrow gauge climb next. We'll be coming over here and we'll have a sighting right here, passing sighting on this grade right here, a short one. And then it'll come back into the corner and then swing back around and start up into the mountain and start climbing up higher so we can get to the second deck. But anyway, that's all I really have for now. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. And oh, one thing I wanted to remember to tell you was the guys from Back on Track are doing a show on Saturday mornings now, 10 o'clock Eastern, 10 Central, and I guess that's 8, no, that'd be 7 Pacific, Saturday mornings. It's a really good show. You should come by and see it. It's on the Back on Track channel. I'll put the link in the description below, and hope to see you there. Anyway, have a good one. We'll talk to you later.